Hey guys, so today we're going to be doing this lovely look for a New Year's Eve tutorial. I wanted to use primarily one thing. I ended up using three, but most of this look is used with the Huda Beauty highlighting palette. Because there are a ton of really cool different colors that you wouldn't typically think to highlight with your cheeks, I decided to use it because you can also use it on your eyes. So basically how I started with this look is just by using a typical crease color, so something that's warm or a skin tone, but I kind of went towards this mauve because I wanted to keep it in the pinky tone, even though there's some blue too, so really it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but we'll start by just using this in the crease. And you just want to pick up any blending brush. I'm using a Spectrum B06, and I'm going in with the color Lure in the new Anastasia Prism palette. And I'm just going to go right in my crease and do the initial crease step. And this is just to kind of create a canvas for you to work with. I didn't use a whole lot. Dun, 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 dun. So once you're done and you can see the color like so, we're going to start with the Huda Beauty palette. I'm going to use a concealer brush for this because this color, Frosted Kiss, is actually a cream highlight. So it's not a powder, and if you try to use it with a typical brush, it's not really going to apply on your skin the right way. So you want to use a concealer brush just like this one. And I'm just going to go over my whole eye with that. It's a really pretty shimmer. And I do it with a couple coats just to make sure the whole eye is covered. And then I also go right up underneath my brow bone to highlight that area. So once you're done with that, I'm going to use the Anastasia blending brush and flat brush that comes with the palettes. And I'm going to use the color Arctic Glow. This is my favorite color. It's kind of a purpley blue. And I'm going to put it right over that. Just on your lid. And then once I've basically covered that whole entire area, I'm just going to do the same thing, but I'm going to go underneath my eye right in this area. And then I'm going to use the blending side of that, and I'm going to go with the color Winter Rose right in my crease, just to kind of deepen that. I should also mention that I use these colors to highlight the surrounding of my lip, and my highlight is on my cheekbone itself, a little bit in the T-zone. So you can really add whatever colors to just accent your eyes as well. So once I've done that, I'm also going to just use a little bit underneath my eye, same that we did with the blue. And then we're done with this palette. So now we're going to go and use the Prism palette again. And I'm going to use the color Lucid to put it right on top of that color right there under my brow bone. And then you might just want to blend a little bit. And I'm going to use the shade Dimension also underneath my eye to give it some dimension. And then once we're done with that, we're going to use some white liner, because everybody knows I love to do that on my tear duct in my waterline. This is just an NYX white pencil. And then some mascara on the bottom. Or a lot of mascara. Just add a little more to that side. And then also make sure that you get the tops a little bit before you put on your strip lashes. We're also going to do some liner. So I'm going to use the Tarte So Fine liner. This is an awesome liner pencil. A pretty nice long line. Eyes watering. Whew. Not crying, I swear. So once you've perfected your liner, you can go ahead and put your lashes on. Try not to cry them off like I am. So the key to lashes that everyone seems to not really know is that they need to be tacky in order to sit on your eye. Lashes are extremely difficult to put on until you truly get the hang of it. And the biggest thing to remember is that when you put the glue on, you wait and let it sit and dry a little bit so that it's tacky, so that when you place it on your eye, it's not sliding all around. It's just kind of stuck. So, air dry that. And then when you feel comfortable enough, stick it right on. See how much easier that is? Bada bing, bada boom. And last but not least, I'm using some NYX liquid crystal liner, and I just added a tiny bit on the end of my wing. I didn't want to do the whole line. I just did a tiny bit at the end to kind of add a little bit of sparkle. So that's basically it. This is your final look. What do we think? Okay, and use some setting spray because you don't want it to come off in the club or wherever you're going. All right, bye.